what is up, everybody? I'm trying to put on the post fight for the UFC because that just finished. Let's see. Man, who watched that stuff? I literally watched everything, so I'm down to talk about any fight because I watched all 4 fights this weekend. Or today. Let's see. Let me get on. Man, what fight did you guys watch? Man, I watched every fight. I'm down to talk about any of the fights because I watched all of them. We already talked about the Lotto fight, so I'll leave that for the last time we talked. But I will say, which card do I want to start with? Let's start with Jojo because that finished first. Jojo RAKIMOV. Man, it was a close fight. I'll be honest. I was watching all 3 fights, so it was kind of hard to pay attention just to one, unless something like extremely crazy was happening, like a big knockout or something like that. But from what I saw, I mean, I wasn't too mad at it. Seemed like a competitive fight. Seemed like a close fight. I don't know. So I mean, that was the Castaño was beating Patrick Teixeira. That was a pretty good fight. Castaño now has the WBO 154-pound belt, so now PBC has all the belts at 154. So that's dope. That's dope for Charlo because obviously now Charlo and Castaño could fight for the undisputed junior middleweight title or undisputed middleweight, I guess, recognition or whatever. So that's dope. What else? Who else was on that card? Oh, Negrete and Ronnie Rios. Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. knocked out. Got a knockout win. Good for him. Congrats. Who was the? Oh yeah, that was basically that card. The Real Big Baby got a big knockout. That was a good fight. He bloodied that dude up the whole time. Yeah, that guy was that guy looked like he was getting beat up there for a while. I don't know how bad the actual fight was, but the fact, I don't know, he looked like he was not in good shape. most every time I kind of glanced over to that part of the that screen that I had going with that fight. But let's see, who else? What else? Who else was on that card with the top rank card? I'm trying to think of the fights I saw. Adam, I don't even remember what happened with that, to be honest. Because I was watching something else. I was watching the UFC post fight just started. Marinas got smoked. I feel bad, man. Christian, yeah, he man. Someone called it too. I did a live earlier, and someone called it that they thought Commey was going to be too much for him, and he was. It was kind of cool seeing Teofimo Lopez there, with his pops kind of rooting on his former rival and stuff. That was kind of cool. Yeah, that was man. That was pretty surprising. Commey's right there. Now we were talking about someone else. I was talking earlier in the last live. Someone was talking about Nakatani, the fighter who just knocked out Verdejo, who gave Teofimo some trouble. Tall guy too. So, and I want to say Nakatani and Commey are both. Obviously, Commey's still top rank, or I believe he's still top rank, and Nakatani still fights. Or has the last couple fights have been with top rank, so hopefully they have some options on him and stuff like that. So that'd be a good fight at lightweight. Then that name kind of gets in the mixer with who's one of the top contenders in that division. I'm not a fan of Jojo, but damn, his attitude blaming people for his weight. What did you think, bro? I don't know. He seemed like he was going through like some personal issues, right? Like it kind of seemed like he was kind of upset about, I don't know, for the backlash of him not making weight, or I don't know. He seemed like he was going through some issues with it though, because he seemed. You're right. He definitely seemed upset. I don't know. I mean, you miss weight. It's never good to miss weight. No fighters don't like fighters. It sucks, man. It sucks. Just shit happens sometimes. You live and you learn, like Jojo said. I feel like I don't know if he should move up to 135. It could just been like a sauna thing. These fighters got to realize, like during this pandemic time, it's not the same. So if you need a sauna, if you're a fighter that needs a sauna, and it's harder for you to obviously like run it and burn it off or whatever, get a sauna suit, get like one of those like little like portable sauna things, like. But it's pandemic time, and so I feel like it's been almost a year now since the start of the pandemic. Obviously, it's been less time since fights have started, but if you're a fighter that needs a sauna, invest in one if you can. It's because it's not going to be there. It doesn't sound like, you know what I mean. Uh, Commey versus Nakatani. Yeah, man, that's a good fight. Man, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I don't know. I'm hyped about that fight. I think it's the clear next fight for both of those guys because it's not like Lopez needs to fight either one of those guys. He beat them both. Lomachenko, I guess, could maybe fight one of those guys separately and as a comeback fight, but I don't know if Loma really wants to stay out 135 if it worked for a Lopez rematch. I feel like Loma should probably be eyeing the Burchell Valdez winner next week. But that is a good fight. I like that. I think that's the most sensible fight to make with those two fighters. Mr. No, appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Rematch for the title. Rematch. Oh, Jojo and Rachmanov. Um, Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. The IBF's like the super strict, probably the strictest organization as far as belt wise and stuff. So I don't know if they're going to go straight to JoJo for that, or how that's going to work after. I'd hope he'd get a shot at another title right away. And I mean, the rematch seems to make the most sense, right? Like that was a close fight. It was obviously a draw on paper, so seems like a solid fight. But then you have like the Tevin Farmer issue as well, because I believe JoJo. I don't know exactly what the situation is with that, but something about JoJo had a rematch clause if he won and hadn't given it to Tevin yet, just yet. I don't know what's going on with that. So Tevin Farmer has obviously the legitimate kind of call to what happens next, also with the title, because or at least what happens with JoJo, because I want to say so. Who knows if Tevin wants to fight him, because yeah, JoJo's just got a draw and didn't make weight. So I wonder if Tevin would. I don't know. Who knows? But that's going to be interesting how that plays out, because yeah, there's a lot of moving parts now with the draw and the missing weight and the rematch clause and all that. So I wonder how that, when the dust settles, how it's going to work, man. Haney versus Loma. I feel like Haney has to earn a title shot. Well, technically, Haney does have the title, right? So let's see. He has to earn a title shot. I mean, I don't know, man. I like the Loma Haney fight. I think that's a good fight. I don't know if Bob Arum would really be feeling that fight, because if Loma loses, there's not like there's not a lot of, it's more risk than reward for Lomachenko. I mean, yeah, Lomachenko would get like a WBC strap, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know if he wants to. If I don't know, who knows? I feel like I watched the interview with Loma yesterday, and he was talking about. He seemed like he mostly wanted the rematch with Lopez, and other than that, he was just kind of, I don't know. He didn't seem to show a lot of interest in any fight really. But other than like the Loma rematch, it seemed like he definitely really wanted that. Email champ. That was funny when Lopez said that. That was, I mean, that's pretty funny. I don't know who if he came up with that or who came up with that, but that's kind of funny. If you can't, if something's funny, you gotta laugh. Who's the best 135 partner in your opinion? Like who's someone who can beat any of the top 135? Oh man, that's tough. That's tough, man. I feel like you have to put Teofimo Lopez at the top right now because he has all the belts. He just beat the guy who was highest lightweight in on the pound for pound list because he was on most people's pound for pound list. Lomachenko was probably at worst number 3 on most people's pound for pound list when that happened, when he lost to Lopez. So I definitely feel Lopez is rightly the cream of the crop. As it is right now, is at least name should be at the top. If Javonte does decide to fight, stay at 135. I mean, because he did fight Leo at 130, but if he decides to go at 135, he's a problem, man. Javonte Davis is a problem. He's fast. He hits hard. Um, Javonte Davis is he's man. Him and Lopez, all those matchups are real interesting. I feel like Ryan probably should have a few more fights before kind of going after those guys. Like I love the Luke Campbell fight. I thought it was a great fight for him. Who like I don't want Ryan to fight those guys just yet because I feel like Ryan still I mean, Ryan might be ready. I mean, he just knocked out Luke Campbell. Lomachenko couldn't knock out Luke Campbell. You know what I mean? I guess I just feel like he's so young. There's no need to like rush it. You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of where I'm going at with that. Like, yeah, I'm not saying he's not ready yet, but there's no need to rush it. If you know what I mean, if he can get like another 2 fights or so to kind of continue to just get better, especially under the tutelage of Eddie Reynoso. I feel like the more time he has with Eddie, the better he's going to get, the better he's going to get around, like Canelo with that kind of championship atmosphere that Eddie Reynoso and them have. At Team Canelo, I feel like that's where Ryan needs to kind of like develop more, especially kind of in this young part of his life. And I feel like that'll only benefit him and make him even better when these fights do come around. You know what I mean? But what do you guys? Does anyone watch UFC here? Did you guys see the Usman Burns fight? That was a good fight. That was a great fight, man. Burns almost knocked out Usman in the first round. That was yeah. It looked like it was going to be a new champ, and then Burns, man, just got dropped. I want to say in the second round, so I get kicked to the leg a little bit, and then man, Usman just kind of poured it on. I want to say it was in the third, and just almost, man, I'm just finished him, beat him up there towards the end. Man, it was a great night of fights. It was a lot of fights going on today. There were 4 fight cards on today. Putting up 3 monitors, man. I feel blessed that I was able to put up 3 monitors and watch all the fights. Yeah, man. What? Oh, we have. Oh, Dana White's live right now on the post fight. I don't know what he's talking about. Here we go. Oh no, they're talking to Alexa Grasso. Oh man, that was good. It was a great night of fights. Looking forward to Man, it's doing more fight stuff. I just saw the fight schedule. Next week is Burchelt versus Valdez. The weekend after that is Canelo versus Yildirim. So that's what, February 20th, Burchelt Valdez. 27th, Canelo versus Yildirim. The 6th is March 6th. They're like hella fights. It's Povetkian versus Chisora 2. And I want to say, what does Virgil Ortiz? No, Virgil Ortiz is March 23rd, I think. Oh, it's the UFC. The Jan Blachowicz is fighting Izzy Adesanya. The pound for pound, man, possibly the pound for pound best fighter in the world, Amanda Nunes, is fighting Megan Anderson, the 145-pound contender. Oh, who else? There's another fight. The man, what's his name? Jan. Jan, the bantamweight champion, is fighting Aljamain Sterling. That's a good ass fight. And who else? So that's March 6th. March 13th, I want to say, is Virgil. I don't know, but there's like hella good fights going on coming up. So I'm hyped about that. Yeah. Appreciate you guys watching. It's kind of late. Man, that was good night of fights. Good night of fights. Yeah, I want to do a recap video because I said I was going to do a recap video. I will be bringing you guys more content, more and more as we as I'm kind of getting back. I finally finished some things I was working on. So yeah, I'm going to be back, be around here more often. So so you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and yeah, we're going to be doing do more fight talks, more fight reviews, and countdown videos and things like that too. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I sliced my finger pretty gnarly. I don't know if you could see like the nail. Oops. Yeah, it's pretty bad. See, yeah, it's pretty gnarly. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, and I'll see you soon. We're gonna be yeah, I'll be doing a lot more live content, things like that. So just doing more content, period. So appreciate you guys watching. Sub to the channel, hit the bell icon, and see you next time.